Hello and welcome back. In this tutorial we're going to speak about smart art. So what is smart art as an illustration tool? These are like shapes, but what we use them for is to show things like processes, and to insert a smart art, it's better that we just give an example so that you understand what they are. So to insert smart art, what you need to go is to go to the insert tab or the insert ribbon tab, and then after that we will be able to insert from the, depending on the usage. I've just given one of them, which is showing a process flow. So to take it as something that just shows graphically a process flow, because for me to give here an example like stage 1, stage 2, blah blah blah, it will just require a lot of graphical usage that cells in themselves do not support. So to show that in a more graphical way is where smart arts come in, and there are different types of smart arts, as I said before. So you go to insert ribbon tab. The reason why it's disappearing, remember we said you click once it disappears, you click another time it appears. It's just a thing for appearing and disappearing. So when you click on that, there's this icon that looks like an arrow. Once you hover on top, it shows this smart art graphic. So different types, as I said, there's process flows, there's cycles, the hierarchy, relationships, and etc. I'll use one for process flow, just example, this one, the first one. As you can see, if I click away on this is how it looks. So I can put here to change the text, just click on it and say step 1, you see, then click on another one and say step 2, click on another one and say step 3. So what if you have 10 processes or 10 stages? All you can do is either click the plus button on top here, it's going to add step 4, or click to where you want to add and click enter. You can see. Okay, so this is step number 4. Yeah, then here is where step number 5 is, but you can come here and say step number 5. Boom. Okay, so to edit all these things it requires this. I'm going to delete it. Boom. Okay, so step number 4, I just removed it because you're not being able to see it here. So to edit it, as we said, we just come here and you click on it, and you can shift the order by clicking these arrows. You see, it goes to the end, up. Then if you want to shift all those things, you see, it goes to, like, this becomes now a child of step number 2. You can see. So step number 1, step number 2, and then step number 3 is a child of step number 2, then step number 4. Can see. So this is how you show the process flows and how it's supposed to work. Remember, you can also format it, and the way to format smart art is, again, just like other graphical tools that you've seen, like shapes. You just click on it and the smart art design tab shows up. Okay. If you want to add a shape, that's how you add it. I'm going to focus mostly on color, and I'm going to choose, let's say, there are different color combinations that you've been given here. I can just choose one of them as this, and it changes the whole color setup. You can see it here. I can change it again, and you see the flow. Okay, so that's how you also change the process flow. If you want to shift direction, this is how. If you want the text pen, which is this one, which either way is going to show up when you click on the smart art, it's going to show up the text pen on the left. But generally, if you want to play around with color, etc., and all the formatting that is provided for you in Microsoft Excel, then this is the pen to be. But it only becomes active if you select the smart art that you want to edit. Okay. And the one last thing is, remember to use different types of smart art depending on what you want to use. I cannot use if I go to the insert tab, I cannot use a list type of smart art to represent a process, or a cycle type of art to represent hierarchy. Okay, hierarchies are interesting because this is how, let me delete this and just insert one that shows hierarchy just for diversity purposes. See, something like this. So CEO, COO, then the other chiefs, something like that. I don't know why we are not typing in. So CEO, COO, COO, CFO, CTO. Okay, and then there is one here, head of human resource. Okay, if I click away, this is how it looks. Okay, so we can rename this and say Chief Executive Officer. You get the gist, right? So this shows a process, hierarchy type of smart art. So there are different types. In this example, in this workbook, I don't really think we are going to use any smart art, but I just wanted you to know that this smart art exists, and this is how you're able to change it depending on the text pen and also the formatting tab that appears here. That's it. See you in the next tutorial. We'll be talking about functions and formulas and what's the difference between them. See you then. Bye bye.